Hello and good evening and welcome to the Milky Way. We have a few messages, and yeah, if this resonates, it resonates. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We only channel for the highest good of all and harm to none, but I'm also not here to deliver any bullshit. Anyways, I don't know if my video's gonna get flagged for swearing within not even the first minute, but you're here if you're meant to be here. Channeled messages. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. If you get it, you get it. Corruption, lies. There was definitely war in Ba Sing Se, by the way. Avatar, Legend of Korra, Earth, Fire, Water, Air. Zodiacs just might be significant in general. Avatar, anime. And also I'm hearing, this is to the interpretation of many and whoever, but I'm hearing live interpretations done wrong. Anyways, art isn't easy. It is accessible, but not everyone is an artist. Art is something that you need to work for, and it's hard, and it needs to be developed. You definitely cannot circumvent being an artist because you feel that you were late to the game, or you feel like you didn't have the right opportunities. And I know that sounds crazy, but follow me. You can't circumvent great work that is built over time just because you feel like you should have a product. You should have produced something by now. That's called being impatient. That's called needing instant gratification. You have what you have or you don't, and that isn't to say that no people can't be developed, but we were all given certain skills and talents and gifts in this life, and it's best not to project what you think other people have achieved easily onto your own life. If that makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whoever needed to hear that needed to hear that. And that's on period. Hard work. This is just the channel that I got and wrote down, so whatever, blame spirit if you don't want to hear this, but hard work being replaced by AI for the sake of accessibility. I'm not gonna elaborate. AI art slop, guys. There are some things that just shouldn't be robbed of its whimsy. If you know, you know. Expecting to have something that takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication and a lot of practice, expecting to have that and achieving that quickly is like believing that you should be able to perform open heart surgery because you watched an episode of Grey's Anatomy. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but follow along. If, you know, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? And I also wrote down the song. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but I think it's called Every Night, Every Morning, but it goes, every night, every morning. Yeah, and I feel like every night, every morning, whoever is watching this, whoever is here right now, I need this message just as much as you do. You are working hard every night, every morning on what it is that you need to do in ways that, you know, people don't see. And this is not a time to like beat yourself up and be hard on yourself, but this is a time to reflect on those moments where you did work, where it felt like every night and every morning, but you still created something beautiful out of that, is what I'm hearing. Bugs might be significant. You might live in like the tropics or tropical areas, so like kind of, this sounds like so gruesome, but just like swatting bugs in your house just is like normal to you. I'm also picking up like the South, like, you know, if you like grew up like going outside a lot and like your doors were open, and, you know, like maybe you grew up on like a farm. But yeah, I'm getting bugs. And I don't know if you guys can see like these big like windows that basically are an open portal for the bugs during the day. Whatever, it is what it is. We do what we can. We have those little like Japanese like roach homes that like, they literally like the package is in Japanese. Anyways, yeah, I'm hearing the song every night, every morning. I'm also, I don't know if you guys know that one TikTok account where that guy goes around UH Manoa and is like, what song are you listening to right now? And then they like take out their headphone and they're like, your mom. That's, if that's significant, but that's where I was reminded of this reggae song. And personally, I don't really listen to a lot of reggae, but there are some songs that just hit, okay? Also the song You Baby, I think it's called, anyways, it goes, you baby, you're the one I need, baby. Only questions why, baby, you leave me right behind. I think I actually just made up my own lyrics, but it goes something like that. I think it's called You Baby. Think about the opportunity to ba-da-da-da. This, it goes something like that, okay? But yeah, I'm getting like, I'm definitely channeling Hawaii, Oahu, Maui, Kauai, Kauai, I don't know. I'm so like, please don't flame me if, whatever, I know y'all won't. But yeah, I'm picking that up, and basically I'm hearing just like, you are the one you need. Every night, every morning, like it really does come down to you at the end of the day, is what I'm hearing. This message is all over the place. We'll tie it at some point. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Um, I just feel like being silly here too, kind of, whatever. This is just my fun time. My fun spiritual time. Literally. The wind, but it's also like the way that it pushes on these glass doors. This might be significant. Again, this is a channeled message, so everything might be significant. But the way that the wind pushes on the glass on this door feels like, you know, just like the wind is like, woo, boo. Oh my gosh, whatever. It's fine, honestly. Also, night at the museum, like Ben Stiller, just funny energy is coming through. Like, I'm getting a vibe that you guys are like really funny, and yeah, you're just so funny and magnetic, and people love being around you. Like, you might be a good singer, and you just might really like impress people with what like you pull out. What like you just like kind of pull out of your hat, like out of the blue. Like I'm also getting like, I'm saying so much, like, you might say like a lot, but I'm getting that you have all these random talents. So say that your girlfriend, like, her tire breaks down and you're like, actually, I know how to replace a tire, just give me a second. And then you just whip that ish out and replace your girlfriend's tire. That was really specific, but I think, yeah, that's like, you're definitely very like resourceful. Yeah. You're definitely really resourceful. And I wrote down the song 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton as well. I channel a lot of music. If you're here from any other video, you already know that. It's a musical up in here, okay? Hold on. I just had to literally like clear my throat, and you guys don't need to see all of that. Okay, but 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. And this is why I'm like hearing you're resourceful. Like, people really love your energy, and you know, work you 9 to 5 and they never give you credit. Literally, whoever doesn't want this message to come out right now is the reason why my throat is getting blocked. It's not because I chain smoke all day. No, it's because literally I'm kidding. But actually, let's be so real. 9 to 5 is a song way ahead of its time. If you guys know about that song, working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. And it's like obviously sarcastic, because she says, you'll lose your mind, they never give you credit, it's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. Pour myself a cup of ambition, working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. I'm getting like bad managers, bad bosses, just like totally trying to break you down. Bad like authority figures, trigger warning, sorry. Trigger warning, I'm sorry that if this relates to you, it was unfair, but you're getting your justice back is what I'm hearing. You're in your justice season because they never gave you credit, and it was enough to drive you crazy if you let it. Okay, but it's you. You are the one that you needed, and you worked so hard. You didn't take any shortcuts. Like, honestly, I don't think I'm even gonna need to pull cards on this message. It's like a straight channel. I know I was like being funny, but like straight up, I'm getting like, yeah, you might have felt late to the game, and like almost there were times where you almost felt like you had to cheat because people were telling you to cheat, and it's like you just said no. Like, that's not the way. I don't want an internal war. Like, you guys battle your internal wars at night when no one's watching. Like, there's no war in Ba Sing Se, but there's fucking war in Ba Sing Se. Oh my god. That's the tea. You aren't crazy. You aren't crazy. You aren't crazy. They tried to make you crazy. They literally tried to drive you crazy. And honestly, you let them for a little bit. You let them, and because you took accountability and you're like, okay, like, it was unfair, but at some point I let them. So, and like, you already, like, I feel like that's like kind of already like happened, like and yeah, I'm not gonna get all into like, well, we make mistakes in life, blah blah blah. You know that, okay? But yeah, people definitely tried to make you look crazy and feel crazy, and they told you like, maybe you're just crazy. Again, like, especially I'm hearing like authority figures, managers, bosses, and the thing is, I think the thing is, like, I wrote down, you've had both happen for you. You've been in positions where you put yourself out there and you got everything you wanted and more. So listen, like, I live in a very like creaky house, and like there's a lot of like wind, and like we leave, you know, not like we don't leave windows open, but like there's just like drafts that will never be able to close. Like we're in a very drafty house. But I swear sometimes I hear like a door opening, and I don't know if somebody is gonna come out and be like, why are you screaming, girly pop? It's 1:47 a.m. But yeah, until then, I'm just gonna let spirit keep on knocking on our window, because we're living in a magical world, in a magical universe, okay? And some people really like to use the magic for not so good intents and purposes, and I'm not gonna elaborate, but they really tried to freaking make you think that there was no war in Ba Sing Se. That's crazy. That's crazy. In a world full of information like this, and they tried to I don't like it. I don't like it. I know you don't like it either, but guess what? They can't stop this. You know what I mean? They can't stop the flow of life, and they also can't stop what karma is coming for them, because karma is so real and it exists. Yeah, I don't know if I really want to like elaborate on that. Basically, like, you've definitely put yourself out there already. Like, I feel like you're here because you've definitely taken the hard route many times. You've had to learn the same lessons over and over again. But like, the good experiences that you've had have been so like rich and profound in a way that like exceeded your expectations, that like that type of richness and like profound attention to detail in life I'm hearing is becoming your new norm. Yeah, and like you're becoming an energetic match for that which you have basically like dreamed for your entire life. So congratulations. That's all I have to say. Congratulations. Great things are coming for everyone. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a great evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. I always end up whispering, and I don't know how good that is for my throat. So in the next reading, we're gonna try and speak up a little bit, even though it's late. Yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever. Yeah, I love you.